Amber_Lee_Favantage is now live. Streaming Final Fantasy XIV online. Amber, livevantage.com.
Hey, Soft Kill, how you doing?
Lurk. Twisty's kidnapped. Scouting area. While here.
Well, I assume the samurai armor is like traditional, right? Yeah, that's classic warrior stuff. Open belly button, open one shoulder.
Show off the muscle.
Basically, yes.
And don't get me wrong, though, this is still my favorite warrior.
Yes. That one, it looks like you have a small arm shield.
Got a buckler with a blade on it. And then with the update that actually you can tell everything that looks like it was leather before is actually metal.
Yes.
This is the same.
Okay, that's pretty much traditional. You got the longer pauldrons, stuff like that.
Yeah, you have the robe, but you actually have armor over the robe. You look more like a Roman. And for glamour, this is what I used to use. My family.
Okay.
It was shared by Samurai and Monk. That was my go-to glamour for a while. Oh, it looks like a fucking samurai. Wearing plated armor. Got the little style of multiple layers of wood,
Mm-hmm.
iron. The ninja looks weird now, but
That's sort of samurai-looking ninja gear. Looks a little more Dong Zhuo-ish, though.
still for me, this is my favorite ninja armor.
Yeah, it's very classy and simple. Like it should be. You don't want to be seen.
Yeah. And you already seen the machine so we're not exposed to that.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, I didn't show you the gun. You said that's glamour to do.
Pretty interesting gun, either way. I like the revolver-looking one. That one looks more like a Magnum.
You're solid.
And your emergency food.
So yeah, they went with velvet for the scholar also.
Well, that makes sense, because Red Mage is kind of the same type of, well, I can do stuff.
The summoner looks very tribal.
Very, because it's still got that single horn, the unicorn horn.
I'm still gonna stick with the level 89 fucking summoner armor because that's just a badass.
Either that or I'm gonna buy Carbuncle armor.
Now, the monk armor does look a variant of the monk. It's not showing a good imaging of it. So they gave monk gold greaves,
Yeah.
golden gauntlet, yellow pants, and then for their top, it's
Like a red sash
Yeah.
looking, yeah.
yellow and red.
hmm
So it's like an actual key. The sad part about dancers, I love the mechanics of the dancer. I love how powerful the dancer is. I hate their fucking armor.
Yeah, well,
If I was playing a female character, absolutely dancer armor would be fine.
because that's kind of what it's for, right? For showing off some extra skin.
This right here is, in my honest opinion, the best healer armor.
At least you have the nice looking pauldrons.
And fucking greaves and all.
Mm-hmm. It still looks like you have sandals on, though, but... Yeah, see, it's like sandals, and it looks like, because it's all lit up, it's probably an actual shoe, but it looks like you have something
Yeah,
over the
just
top.
boot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just like pew pews and fake has some of the coolest pew pews.
think it's supposed to.
Oh wow, somebody actually made the armor set
As a
for
mod.
cosplay.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Yes, please. I will take one.
No kidding. It looks awesome.
So they have that blue velvet sash that I like. Yeah, great.
It looks very bland for them. Basically, it's probably because of Final Fantasy 15. You have to look more like an outlaw, like a Mad Max looking.
This all makes me sad that I knew I was going to be disappointed with Gunbreaker armor whenever I saw the first artifact here for Gunbreaker. I'm like, it doesn't really stand out.
No.
Like, okay, I'm wearing a leather coat over plated armor, but I'm wearing leather pants and fucking boots that have metal around the knees and chin.
Yeah, basically.
What, they're making another Jedi game?
There's been rumors that they're making one. I think they're more looking at
It's supposed to be about Cal Kestis again.
what
Cal Kestis Jedi Master,
November of what? 2007, 27.
2025.
Sure, why not? That looks fan made.
Yeah, I think so.
Either fan made or AI generated. Either way, I don't. None of that looks right.
Again, I'm not going to hold my breath because the one game I was looking forward to was Star Wars Knights of the Republic remake. And that one they actually said they were going to do. And then they pulled it.
That's annoying.
Which is even more sucky because they were going to hire Keanu Reeves as the voice of
Revan.
Revan.
If they made a live action, he'd be my choice to be Revan because he could do the part. Especially after what we've seen him do as Neo, right? So I know he could do it.
I don't like this card. This creature gets -X, -X, where X is your white total. So definitely want to drain my life out and play that.
Yeah, because you get negative, right? So you have to be under 13 for it not to die.
No, 2013 does not exist without this. What made me mad was little brother like, oh, you gotta play DMC. You like Devil May Cry? Yeah. I played the first one. I played the second one. I played the third one. They were all good. The third one was a pretty good prequel. And then he played DMC. Which was supposed to be a prequel to the prequel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no. No.
That is not how this is supposed to be. You have missed several subjects here.
Introduced Dante with black hair, and he slept with some woman. That's not what Dante did. But the whole thing about Dante was he had horrible luck with women. Like every time he took a woman on a date, it turned out to be a demon that wanted to kill him. So now he's killing his date.
One way to do it, yeah.
And my brother was like, oh, but don't you like Dante? I'm like, no! Dante's a fuckboy in this. What are you talking about? No.
He basically made you play a fanfic. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. It's all fanfic and fan service. That's all that was.
I'm just sitting there, I'm like, no, I'm never touching this game again. He's like, but your devil arms, like, they're not fucking devil arms because it doesn't change my devil trigger because I don't have a devil trigger. Like, no. No, no, no. This isn't Devil May Cry. This
is Devil crying a lot.
No. Fuck you in this game. And then Devil May Cry 4 comes out. I'm like, hey, Jody, here's a real Devil May Cry game right here. Play this one. He played that one. He's like, oh, wow, this is a really good one. I was like, yeah, no shit.
No kidding.
Dante is Dante. And they even threw a new face in there. And they didn't completely ruin it with the new face. I'm like, and it was great because it made me think Dante was a bad guy. I thought Dante went evil. He done lived so long that now he fucking hates humans or whatever.
Well, you either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain, right?
Right.
Or at least that's what he said.
Like, okay, Dante sacrificed a lot for people, and then people just do this stupid shit. I'd get fed up too, and I would be like, you know what? Fuck humanity. I'm going to kill them all. No. Congratulations, you don't deserve to live. Say your prayers to whatever God you believe in. I'm going to take you out. So seeing Dante fight Nero is like, holy shit, Dante did it. He went to the dark side. This is great. Then the DLC brought back Virgil again. I was like, okay, well, Devil May Cry 3, when you unlocked Virgil, that was actually a pretty interesting game theme.
Yeah.
They actually changed the story a bit. You're playing through the eyes of Virgil, not Dante. So that makes sense. That actually rocked. I loved that. As a matter of fact, that was a DLC and it wasn't even supposed to be a standalone thing. It was just another retelling of Virgil.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I like this. I can live with this. Because you're still playing all the same stages you played with Dante, except for when you did cutscenes and when you fought, you didn't fight Virgil, you fought Dante. Then Devil May Cry 5 came out. My brother's like, Devil May Cry just needs to stay dead. Shut up! The only Devil May Cry that needs to stay dead is the one that you like to sucker punch. Congratulations! They sucker punched me in the fucking nuts. That's what they did.
I thought I was going to get a good game, and they failed me. They failed me for the last time.
Because here's the thing, I did like Sucker Punch games. Right? I like Castlevania. What was it? I forget what the Castlevania title was. But... oh, Lords of Shadow 2. I like Castlevania Lords of Shadow. That was made by Konami. That wasn't made by Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
And then Lords of Shadow 2 came out. I'm like, oh. Konami's very picky. They're not going to let you make their game and you go and change up the whole fucking lore and story.
Yeah, they're not going to let you do that nonsense.
But Sucker Punch turned around and fucked it up anyhow. Like, granted, they were small bits, but any Castlevania fans caught on to it. Like Trevor Belmont being Alucard.
Why? Why would you make that mistake? There's no point in making that mistake.
Something like... I looked at my brother when I saw that. I'm like...
Really?
Did Dracula just call Alucard Trevor? My brother's like... yeah. Why? Wow. Alucard and Trevor were two different people that fought together against Dracula the first time.
Somebody's gone senile. Wink, wink.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it be. Decided to play as Dracula. Let's enjoy that.
Kind of.
I'm playing, I'm like, wow, Dracula's so weak. But okay, he's been asleep for a millennia.
Yeah, he's
without
out
eating
of
blood.
practicing and no.
He's malnourished, tired. Okay, he has to get his strength back. So it won't be so bad once you get his strength back. Get to in-game where now Dracula should be at full power, and you're still not able to beat those fucking demons in armor for whatever reason. They still want you to hide them. Like, why? This is full power Dracula beating vampires and shit.
Yeah, you should be able to mob kill at that point, right?
Yeah, they should be able to wipe the floor with these guys. Hell, the final boss was Lucifer himself. And I kicked Lucifer's ass. So how you going to tell me I'm not kicking these other demons' asses if I'm whooping up on Lucifer?
It's true.
And not to mention the fact that I just beat the ever-living fuck out of a Belmont. The last pure-blooded Belmont. I'm like, it makes no sense because if Trevor was Alucard, that would have killed off the Belmont bloodline at that point.
Yep, there would be no storyline for that. Yeah, there'd be zero storyline. Then what would be your point now?
Who's the next Belmont now? Because vampires can't produce offspring. Like, the only one that we know of was Alucard. Because he was some weird hybrid baby.
Yeah, he was a weirdo.
Why? Why did you do it, Sucker Punch? The gameplay was great, but your storytelling was shit. Like, I like turning into bats. I like turning into rats. I like doing all this and this and this. I like being able to teleport. But you know what? I can play Castlevania Harmony of Despair or what was it? Castlevania Moonlight Sonata? Something like that?
I don't remember at this point.
Symphony of the Night here.
Symphony. That sounds more correct, yeah.
You can play as Alucard now. Actually, you play as Alucard. You lose all your shit. It goes into RPG mode where you're gearing up, getting your stuff back towards the end. You're turning into a bat. You're turning into mist. You're turning into a wolf. You get spells. So you get your Hellfire, Soul Steel, all that cool stuff. Dark Metamorphosis. Make you feel like an edgy vampire lord like you should.
Yes.
And then fuck up the story. Alucard didn't go and say, I'm Trevor Belmont. No.
Was he trying to...
Richard's like, you fought with my ancestor Trevor. Yeah. He was a bitch, by the way.
Unless you were trying to, like, run a smear campaign or something, like, oh, I'm Trevor, I'm doing bad things, haha. I can kind of see that, maybe. But why? That still doesn't produce nothing of the storyline.
Oh, I'm going to bash the Belmont thing. I'm a Belmont!
Yay.
Kill this innocent person. That's what Belmonts do!
Yeah, if you were playing a smear campaign, sure, it kind of makes sense, but do you really need to? No.
Because they were already outcast. Everyone thought Belmonts were crazy. We're vampire hunters. Vampires aren't real.
Well, you only think that because you haven't seen one yet. Right? So.
I wonder why you haven't seen one. Oh, that's because I fucking killed them all. Before you get a chance to see them. You're welcome. Those are the magic words you're looking for. Thank you. And you're welcome.
Looking for 26. I guess that's fine. Which guy?
One of the diehard Star Wars fans. I say diehard, he's easily the #1 Star Wars fan. Just because of the fact he's been to every convention, talked to all the actors, did an interview with George Lucas, and got a full insight of the story.
Okay, so he's been there. He's been there.
I love Star Wars, but I haven't been able to do all that. But also being said, I really...
Well, you haven't had time or the money to do that either, so...
I did feel bad for him. I think he really stopped making content too when they caught him crying. That Star Wars was...
It's because it was so fucking bad.
Well, he cried whenever it was being announced to be released. Like, he'd been waiting for another Star Wars movie for years. Like most of us, for like Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah.
We were hoping for a Star Wars movie that was going to finish up Luke's story.
Well, we were hoping it'd be more like the comic books or the books, right? Where we get to see Luke being, like, Grandmaster Badass, right?
Yeah, instead we get Grandmaster Pussy, don't want to do shit.
Yeah, I almost killed my apprentice, which is my nephew, which hurt me. What?
I no longer train because the last of my training somebody almost went through that stuff.
That's what happens. They make a choice. You're supposed to guide them on good choices. You can't make their choices for them, right? So that's the burden of being a teacher. Is that an onion cactar? What the heck?
I want to get that book. This is about Luke's wife.
Mara Jade.
Like, it's supposed to be her backstory of her being an assassin.
Yeah, she used to work for Palpatine.
I mean, I was no secret. He originally was going to assassinate Luke.
Well, you know, love is weird, and sometimes the battlefield is also weird, so...
Yeah, they got Count Dooku one too. Goes way back when Count Dooku was being trained by Yoda.
Yeah, when he was in... Does it start when he was an apprentice?
Yeah. There's a copperhead. Maybe copperhead. That's something you don't have to worry about out here. I mean, you got more Ben than reptile copperhead.
Yeah, we got... I'm sure we have Copperhead, too. I thought I had you guys doing push-ups. What the hell are you doing now? Breathing exercises, I guess.
Meditation.
They're breathing. That's what that is. There we go. At least the tanks are doing their push-ups. That is a fancy looking fork, though. Huh.
Fuck the Dragon, okay? That was a super expensive deck for a very slow build.
Yep. That's exactly
I spent almost $300 on that deck. I wanted a dragon deck.
Never done then.
Because it completely ruined all dragon decks. The red-green one is slowly starting to get me back into dragon. Wait, that motherfucker amped up quick. And rewarding me for attacking. When this dragon attacks, it reduces the cost of other dragon spells you cast. Okay. The only way that could make that any better is if it had my nature deck, that's Cascade. If I threw some Cascade in with that dragon deck,
That might speed it up a little bit. But remember, cascaded means you can only cast stuff that's under what you're already casting. So if you cast a 5, then it has to be a 4 or less. So now you have to wait for a dragon that's 4 or less, or you have to make sure you have enough
so
mana.
When this dragon attacks, it reduces the cost of other dragon spells I cast. Does that count with that cascade?
No, because you're not technically casting it from your hand.
What does it say? From hand. So my next dragon spell.
That you cast. Are you casting this, or is it a cascade ability? Plus, that ability only works for your hand and for you playing it to the field. I could be wrong. It has been a while, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
It has been a while, lol.
Star Saga 2BA. Really? That must be an emulator.
I felt bad for the guy that took that date. Well, St. Austin title of Big Range. He'll forever be known as not as good as Jason, but not bad either.
Yeah, sometimes the title is better than nothing at all, I guess.